What does it mean to defend the weak with justice, mercy, and integrity? Hello, and welcome back to Saint of the Day. If you're watching this on May 19th, today the Church honours Saint Yves of Kermartin, also known as Saint Ivo, the priest, lawyer and judge, remembered throughout history as the advocate of the poor. Saint Ives of Kermartin was born in 1253 in Brittany, France, to a noble family. From a young age, Yves showed great intelligence and deep faith. He studied civil law in Paris and canon law in Orléans, becoming highly respected for his wisdom and honesty. Unlike many students of his time, he devoted himself to prayer, study, and caring for the sick, rather than seeking luxury or entertainment. After returning to Brittany, Saint Ives became an ecclesiastical judge in Rennes and later in Tréguier. As a judge, Saint Ives became famous for his absolute integrity. He refused bribes and gifts, defended widows and orphans, and often represented the poor free of charge. He worked tirelessly to settle disputes peacefully, so struggling families would not be crushed by legal costs. Because of his fairness and compassion, even those who lost cases respected him. In 1284, Yves was ordained a priest. Though he continued helping the poor through the legal system, he eventually dedicated himself fully to parish ministry in Trédes and Louannec. As a parish priest, he lived very simply. He gave away food, clothing and money to those in need, and even cared personally for the sick. He built a hospital and spent long hours preaching, hearing confessions, and serving the forgotten. Despite his noble background and education, Saint Ives chose a life of humility, poverty and service to Christ. One of the most famous stories about Saint Ives tells of how he defended a poor widow who had been deceived by dishonest merchants trying to ruin her through false accusations. Through wisdom and careful questioning, Saint Ives exposed the fraud and saved the widow from financial disaster. His life earned him the title Advocate of the Poor. Saint Yves of Kermartin died in 1303 after years of prayer, fasting and service. He was canonised by Pope Clement VI in 1347. Today, Saint Yves is honoured as the patron saint of lawyers, judges, canon lawyers, Brittany and abandoned children. The life of Saint Yves of Kermartin reminds us that justice without compassion is incomplete. Saint Ives showed that holiness is found not only in prayer, but also in defending the vulnerable, serving the poor, and treating every person with dignity. His example challenges us to live with honesty, mercy and courage in a world that often values power over truth. Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves. Proverbs 31:8. Saint Ives, pray for us, that we may defend the weak with courage, serve others with honesty and compassion, and remain faithful to Christ in all we do. Thank you for joining us today. Please like, share and subscribe to Orbis Catholicus for more Catholic saints, prayers and devotions. Comment below your favourite saint and stay tuned for tomorrow's Saint of the Day. God bless you.